Rai now finds Jason Cummings. Seem to have a bit of purpose now, a bit of bounce as far as their attack is concerned. Ashish Rai asking for that ball back, gets it back by Cummings. Puts it in, finds Stewart. Stewart takes the shot. Petratos puts the ball in. All the big boys in for Mohunbagan. Super Giant back to Liston Colasso. Lobs it high, tries to find Petratos. Plays it back to Colasso. Apuya. On to Stewart. Stewart finds Ashish Rai. Puts that ball in, finds Cummins. Unable to control it with that first touch. Danger still not averted for Bengaluru FC as Mohunbagan Super Giant keep on coming at them. Here comes Liston. It's been a good bit of play from Mohunbagan Super Giant. It's been a good spell for the Kolkata team. The only thing missing is, of course, the back of the net. Meanwhile, at the other end, here's Vineet Venkatesh. Here's in front of him. Numbers behind, of course, for Bengaluru FC.
প্লিজ বন্ধুরা সবাই একটা করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দাও। যারা যারা দেখছো সবাই একটা করে লাইক করে দিও প্লিজ। সবাই দারুণভাবে খেলাটাকে উপভোগ করো আর ভিডিওটাতে একটা করে লাইক করে দাও। Please subscribe Sports World channel.
Later stage of these games with the attacking play Mohunbagan Super Giants have. You kind of get the sense that the game is for the remainder of this 25 minutes, and you said it right, Andy, that the only worry from a Bengaluru FC perspective is that you don't want them to sit too deep in this game. Remember, 25 minutes is still a long time in this game. If in front of you is a team with this quality like Mohunbagan Super Giant possesses, eventually it's about finding that opening, that one goal that could then, of course, change things around in this game for the defending champions. Back to Liston. Greg Stewart makes a run for that. Ably defended as well.
প্লিজ সবাই একটু করে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও আর ভিডিওটাতে একটা করে লাইক করে দাও প্লিজ।
They've started to just drop down a little bit deeper now and causing a few issues. You'd say Mohunbagan Super Giants are the team that are in the ascendancy at the moment, but they just got to be careful. One more mistake for them and the game's over. But they've got to start risking a little bit more up top and getting more balls into the box, getting around it a little bit more. We can get confirmation that in a while from now, 2 more changes will be made by Bengaluru FC and Zaragoza. Meanwhile, at the other end, Manveer Singh goes down so easily. The referee, the place says penalty for Mohunbagan Super Giant. The defenders of Bengaluru not happy with that decision
এই মুহূর্তে মোহনবাগান সুপার জায়ান্ট কিন্তু একটা পেনাল্টি পেয়ে গেল। দেখা যাক কোন পেনাল্টি থেকে তারা গোলটা করতে পারে কিনা।
Mohunbagan Super Giant have been handed a lifeline to come back in this semi-final. Oh, if you think they've had a free header from 6 yards out as well in the last 5 minutes, and now they get the chance with the penalty, pulling the shirt back. Spotted either straight away by the referee. It's a clear grab of the shirt. It's reckless. Gives the referee a decision to make. All the assistant on the far side, and he's clearly seen the shirt pull and alerted the referee to what's happened. We've had an opportunity for 2-1 just a few moments ago, but this is a bigger one now. These are big moments in the game. Get yourself back in it. You're in the ascendancy. 2-1 momentum. Will be given the responsibility to bring that goal back, cut down that lead to 1 goal for Bengaluru FC. 2 changes being affected by Coach Zaragoza. Meanwhile, Panay, of course, coming in for Alberto Noguera, Halichar and Nasri coming in for Vineet Venkatesh. So he's freshened up that attack from a Bengaluru FC perspective. He knows Mohunbagan Supergiant are going to be yumming at them because, of course, they're 2 goals down. Giving them options with those fresh legs to exploit the space left behind by Mohunbagan Supergiant. He's had a good game. Vineet Venkatesh got the second goal for Bengaluru FC. Halichar and Nasri. Another of those players coming in. Meanwhile, at the other end now, the onus is on Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. The onus is on Petratos, who's going to bet the better of each other. He's got a number of goals for Mohunbagan Supergiants, Dimitrios Petratos. But in front of him is, of course, the Indian national team keeper, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. And he makes no whatsoever. Dimitri Petratos.
তো এই মুহূর্তে মোহনবাগান কিন্তু একটা গোল করে দিয়েছে। তো দেখা যাক কত দ্রুত তারা আরেকটি গোল পরিশোধ করতে পারে।
The crowd is up on its feet. The Marinas are charging. They're cheering in full force for the Mohunbagan Supergiant faithful.
Yeah, cool, calm customer, wasn't he? He was prepared, he was ready, he executed his plan, didn't change his mind, straight down the middle. Takes guts to do that, knowing that if the keeper doesn't move, Gurpreet Singh, he stands still, you could look foolish, but straight back on the attack again.
Yeah, you get the feeling we're in for a grandstand finish now. Manveer Singh at the end of that cross again. 25 minutes remaining of this regulation time, and you don't want to go anywhere. Stop whatever it is that you're doing. Because you're going to see 25 minutes of some end-to-end football. On the line, the place in the final of the Durand Cup. Jason Cummings putting that ball in, or rather it was Greg Stewart. Whoever, since he's come into the game, Andy, has made a positive impact.
Real influence, he's got on the ball lots, made lots of passes, got into the final third, he's put passes in for, obviously the 2 strikers. Cummings probably been less effective in there, but Petratos has obviously had the opportunities. He's been a constant thorn in the side throughout the game and got his reward with the goal. But yeah, they've looked at being tied.
Well, another yellow card has been dished out. This one to Rahul Bheke of Bengaluru FC. So the cards are coming out thick and fast. Substitutions have been made as well. Remember, a total of 4 changes in that attack lineup of Bengaluru FC, affected by Gerard Zaragoza, Fanai, Halichar and Nasri, Mendes and Shivaldo, the new players on the pitch. Mohunbagan Supergiant, meanwhile, on the ascendancy. This man, key ascendancy as well, always being on the ball. The architect will be hoping to open up spaces. Dimitri Petratos, he's got a good scoring record versus Bengaluru FC. That goal from the spot is 5th versus Bengaluru FC. It's the first goal in the Durand Cup. Surprisingly, first goal in this edition's Durand Cup for Petratos. But the job is not yet done. Beautiful ball put in again. Petratos there at the end of it. Rightfully being applauded by their coach, Jose Molina.
Yeah, you have to say they look the more threatening side. The big gamble that Bengaluru FC, they've taken off some of the bigger hitters. They've put maybe some more fresh legs, but defensive minded players.
তো বন্ধুরা, এই মুহূর্তে খেলাটা কিন্তু দারুণ জমে উঠেছে। মোহনবাগান কিন্তু 1-2 গোলে এখনো পিছিয়ে আছে। তো দেখা যাক শেষ পর্যন্ত তারা খেলায় ফিরে আসতে পারে কিনা আবার।
To say, of course, as we're talking about Greg Stewart and the impact that he's made from a Mohunbagan Supergiant perspective, how about this man who's on the ball? Ashish Rai brought in to shore up the defense, not else, but also, of course, gives you that option going in front down that right flank, has made a positive impact on the field. Meanwhile, at the other end, brings down Halichar and Nasri. A host of India internationals out on the field tonight. The very best of Indian football out on the field tonight. 2 teams who are going to be vying for top honours in whichever competition they play. Both the new players in, Shivaldo and Halichar and Nasri. Nasri puts it in with his left foot, beautifully taken there. Header taken by Mendes, but equally well done by Vishal Keth. Danger still not averted. Finally put out of play by Mohunbagan Supergiant.
Yeah, lovely well-timed header from Mendes there. Obviously, he's making his impact from the bench. He's just risen above his man, got in between the lines, out-swinging delivery, got his touch on. Really instinctive save. Vishal Kaif, brilliant, straight up as well, ready to get the second ball. Impressive stop, you'd have to say. A metre either side, and it might have been a different story, but it's a well-executed save, pushed it away from trouble. But an opportunity for Bengaluru FC there to put the game potentially one goal better, but also potentially out of sight.
Less than 20 minutes remaining of regulation time. This game is amped up as far as levels are concerned. Rodriguez there, getting a bit of Holy Nazri and the ball in the process. Bit of spice as well in this game. You saw a while back Cummings and Roshan clashing with each other. And now come mohunbagan Supergiant. Acres of space in front of Liston Colasso. Players inside the box. Puts in that ball. No one attacking at that ball. It was a delicious ball put in by Liston Colasso. And you can understand that reaction by their coach, Jose Molina.
Yeah, and the reaction of the players in the box said it all, because there was no one to blame but themselves. It's a wonderful ball in between the deepest defender and the goalkeeper, just teasing it in there, just invites it to be in. Somebody's got to gamble, someone's got to make that run off the back of the defender, the deepest defender in there. Listen, Colasso again, just brilliant to get inside, nice wide area, drives inside. It's not the first time he's put a really good ball into the box.
Now, mohunbagan Supergiant, and Thapa now dropping deep. Abuya in front of him. Ashish Rayas, of course, has had a positive impact on that right flank for mohunbagan Supergiant. Liston Colasso, as always, has had acres of space down the left. Tries to get past Shivaldo Singh, unable to do so. Fanai now, trying to get the better of Abuya. Falls back to him. Here's Thapa now. Shifts play down to the right flank. On to Manveer Singh. Vatratos dropping deep as he always does. Devendu Biswas. It's been a good game of football to watch. Cup competition at its very best. Bengaluru FC taking a 2-0 lead. Within the 55th minute of this game, 2 goals coming in from Sunil Chetri and Vineet Venkatesh, but then mohunbagan Supergiant pulled one back, showing intent, showing purpose, courtesy Petratos off the spot. And as things stand, 3 minutes of regulation time remaining, and a spot in the final of the Durand Cup, Northeast United awaiting the winner of this side. Ashish Rai on that occasion again putting a number of those balls in. And you can see the kind of width or the space that's been on offer as far as the right and the left flank of both for mohunbagan Supergiant, Colasso or Ashish Rai. What are you expecting now, Andy? Last 15 minutes of regulation time, a bit more of Bengaluru FC dropping deep. You've got a number of those fresh players in front. mohunbagan Supergiant will just keep on knocking on that door.
Bengaluru FC, I'd expect that they need to press the ball a little bit higher, but while they're doing that with that front four that they've got up higher up the pitch, they need to squeeze the back line up and in, get a lot higher up the pitch, make sure they're compact, reduce the space between lines and stop mohunbagan Supergiants being able to play into the midfield and out to the wide areas and get the balls in, whether it's with Ashish Rai or Liston Colasso on that side. They've got to defend them areas better, but for me, they've got to stop it at source. You've got to put pressure on the ball early and higher up the pitch and try and regain the ball high, as mohunbagan Supergiants obviously have to risk a little bit more to try and get the ball higher up the pitch. So I'd expect more of the same over the next period now, next 20 minutes or 15 minutes plus added time. But mohunbagan Supergiants, they're onto something. They can sniff a chance to get themselves back in this game. They've had the opportunities, the momentum's with them, but for a Bengaluru FC side who really want to see this game out, they've just got to make sure they're not too negative.
Yeah, another change. This one being the 5th and final change, being affected by coach Gerard Zaragoza. Suresh Singh Bangjam is being taken out, and in his place is Chinglin Sana Singh. So that move, telling you exactly what he has in his mind, shore up his defense, close out this remaining 15 minutes of the game, and make sure you make it into the final of the competition. Remember, this is the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup, powered by Coal India, jointly organized by the Indian Armed Forces and the government of West Bengal. Played long by Sandhu. Cleared by Biswas. Apuya has two players around him. Back to Manveer Singh. Onto the Bendu Biswas now. And straight away you can see Bengaluru FC that we were talking about, not falling that deep. Moving a lot higher up the pitch to win the ball back from mohunbagan. Successful on that occasion now. Mendes on the ball. Back to Mendes. The new players combining. Mendes yet again. Is he going to get at the end of it? Just gets away from him. A good bit of play from Bengaluru FC.
Yeah, they'll look for another change now. The man who I just credited, Apuya, has been really impressed with him today. I think his races run physically, he looked shot over the last 5 or 7 minutes. But I think he's been one of the more impressive players. He keeps everything ticking in that midfield. He's always screening and scanning, trying to get on the ball and link play and get things forward. But his races run from today, and obviously some fresh latent impetus to try and get that goal back.
Yeah, Abhishek Suryavanshi has come in his place. Still has another change up his sleeve. There's Coach Molina of mohunbagan Super Giant. He's had a good game as Apuya. Will be playing no further part in this game. Big money signing from Mumbai City FC. You can hope to see a lot more of him come this season of Indian football. It's just the start. It's the season opener. It's the 133rd edition of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. A tournament that started way back in 1888. And the team that's out there on the pitch, in the maroon and green, has played the maximum finals in this competition 29 times, winning that trophy 17 times in the process. In front of them in the blue and white, a team that won it in 2022, hoping to win their second Durand Cup title in the process, not too far away from it. Waiting for them, of course, will be first-timers Northeast United. That final will be played out of this very ground on the 31st of this month. The game will be live and exclusive on the Sony Sports Network. Petratos. First few touches for the new man, Abhishek. Tries to give it with his outside of his foot, just not enough in it. Ends up losing possession. Shivaldo Singh. Back with Petratos now. Finds Ashish Rai. They need to get a move on. 10 minutes remaining. Finds Liston Kalasu again. Unable to keep that ball in. Poor first touch. A reprieve for Bengaluru FC.
Yeah, most goals in footballs come from either a series of errors by sides or a bit of individual brilliance, but you'd have to say it's been individual errors in certain moments of the game that have cost the teams tonight in terms of the goals conceded. And as teams start to fade, as teams start to tire bodies and minds, is there another mistake in this that can cause it to go deep into the wire for the goal? And a big prize, obviously, a place of the final at stake.
They've been in this position before at mohunbagan Super Giant. In the 132nd edition, in the semi-final versus FC Goa, were down, of course, by a goal to FC Goa in that first half, only to win that game 2-1, making their way to the final, beating Imami East Bengal en route to the title. They don't have too much time this time. 9 minutes of regulation time remaining. Ashish Rai puts in a ball. Deflection takes it straight into the hands of Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. That delivery will have to be a lot better. Frustration across the mohunbagan Super Giant attackers because you had numbers in the box to attack and bounce with that delivery.
Yeah, for Mohun, super Mohunbagan Supergiant, sorry, they know it's just one moment in the game. They've got to keep believing. They've got to keep getting the ball into Bengaluru FC's half, drop them low, try and get the ball in wide areas, get some shots off. But they've got to keep believing. They know they've done it before. They've obviously had such a strong tournament and passage into this semi-final. Numerous clean sheets as well, and scoring big victories and numerous amounts of goals. So they'll be full of confidence. They've just got to execute now in that final third and deliver on the big stage when it matters most.
Back to Alberto Rodriguez. On to Ashish Rai now. It's all Mohunbagan Supergiant. All Bengaluru FC players in their own half, trying to make sure they give them no space whatsoever. Abhishek with his first few touches, missed pass on that occasion. Roshan Singh, he's had a good game for Bengaluru FC. Eventually that ball finds its way to Mendes, just not able to keep it in play. Throw into Mohunbagan Supergiant. Back to young Abhishek Suryavanshi. Part of their age group teams, part of their B team, finds and puts in a lovely ball to find Liston Colasso, who has space down that left flank. Nikhil Pujari around him, puts in the ball first time, but what a tackle! What a last minute diving tackle from Jovanovic to make sure that Bengaluru FC are in the lead in this game.
Oh, it's a great tackle. Ivanovic, he defends his box really well. Checks his shoulder first to see where the runners are, adjusts his body, and just able to get in front of the man.
Now another shot taken from far. What a shot!
এই মুহূর্তে কিন্তু গোলটা শোর হয়ে গেল, 1-1 হয়ে গেছে, এই 2-2 হয়ে গেছে। মোহনবাগান কিন্তু খেলার মধ্যে আবার ফিরে এসেছে।
Mohunbagan Supergiant level with 7 minutes remaining in this game. The Yuva Bharatis, Krirangan in Kolkata has erupted. That's a goal worthy anywhere. That's a goal worthy that can be anywhere in the world. What a cracker. What a strike. 2-2. What a game we have in our hands.
Yeah, Anirudh Thapa, it's a brilliant strike. The first ball's headed clear. We talked about having them edge men on the edge of the box in the first half of the corners, and that's exactly why they're there. They can help the ball back in, or if you've got the technical ability, like Anirudh Thapa have, you can send it goal bound. Might have got a couple of deflections on the way, but he won't be bothered, won't be. It's brilliant from him. We have to say, Bengaluru FC, they've dropped deeper and deeper. They've got more passive in this last 25 minutes, half an hour of the game. And Mohunbagan Supergiants have capitalised on that. They've been a constant attacking threat and got themselves into the game.
What a goal that was. That was just a brilliant strike. Sweetly hit by Anirudh Thapa. And out comes Mohunbagan Supergiant yet again after being 2 goals down in this game. Have made it 2-2 with 5 minutes remaining in this half. And who's to bet that they can't find a winner in these last 5 minutes? It's been all Mohunbagan Supergiants in these last 10-15 minutes of the game. On to Petratos now. Cummings inside waiting for that delivery. Stewart twisting and turning. Back to Liston Colasso. It's one of those goals you can see again and again. Just see them again and again, how sweetly it was hit. And the number of body that it made its way past. Rightfully erupting the Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata. Drawing Mohunbagan Supergiants on level terms as far as the semi-final is concerned. Don't go anywhere. Because if the game remains at 2 apiece, we're going into penalty shootouts to decide the finalists.
Yeah, then you have to look at who's left on the pitch. Big decisions have been made by them head coaches on the sideline, and a lot of the big penalty takers, players you put your hat on, have already left the field of play. So there'll be opportunities for others, but there still might be plenty of opportunities left in this game yet, with 3.5 minutes to go plus additional time.
That will definitely go down as one of the goals of the tournament. Not just for the way it was hit, and just from the distance at which it was struck, but just the fact that it brought Mohunbagan Supergiant level on champions and on. The defending champions are playing with a bounce. The defending champions are going for goal number 3. Greg Stewart this time.
But you only have to look at the two attacks in the last minute and the difference between the two sides. Mendes is up in the box on his own. puts the ball across the box and there's nobody in there and he's gesturing, no support. Where's my teammates around me yet? Ball goes up to the other end. Mohunbagan Super Giants have got 4 bodies around in the box. Greg Stewart on the edge of the box with a shooting chance as well. So one team really pushing for it, the other just hanging on after being so dominant in the game as well and looking like they were home and hose and ready to go. Now on the back foot, and it's been all Mohunbagan Super Giants in the second half.
And now, how about that for a ball to find Jason Cummings? Anirudh Thapa is on now. Cummings needs to get the better of Roshan Singh in front of him for company. Tries to put the ball in. A number of Bengaluru FC players in their own box as well. Always going to be a tough ask to find a Mohunbagan Super Giant player. But it's the space that they're finding. The wings on either side, whether it be Liston Colosso or G, is something Bengaluru FC need to be wary of. Petratos. Back to Greg Stewart now. Has space for the shot. Is he going to go for the shot? Goes for the shot. Crashes straight into the legs of Pedro Capo. Meanwhile now, Dipendu Biswas is also trying to get in on the act. Tries to go long this time. And they keep coming at them. 1 minute of regulation time remaining. This game is coming to you on the Sony Sports Network. The semi-final 2 of the Durand Cup. Remember, it was Northeast United that got the better of Shillong Lejong Football Club in semi-final number 1. 3-0 winners on the night. Awaiting the winners of this game. And that final will take place on the 31st of this month at this very stadium. Coach Jose Molina is a happy man. They've assembled a star-studded unit for this season of Indian football. And while Bengaluru FC have had their moments, Mohunbagan Super Giant have, of course, got themselves back not by 1 goal but 2 goals to level things up in this game. Kind of takes you back to that ISL Cup final in 2022-23. Mohunbagan Super Giant and Bengaluru FC both were 2-2 at the end of regulation time. Chetri scoring in that game for Bengaluru FC. That game went down to penalties. And Mohunbagan Super Giant winning that night on penalties 4-3.
Yeah, closing stages of the game here, you'd have to say Ivanovic is obviously centre-back for Bengaluru FC. Probably key part to play now with all them balls raining into the box to defend. He's going to be critical. He's going to be crucial in these closing moments. Ball's getting sprayed in from both wings, from shots from distance. He's going to have to put his body in his line in that area, as the referee indicates. 5 additional minutes.
5 minutes about a time. 5 minutes is a long time in football, especially the momentum that Mohunbagan Super Giant have got going in their favour. Will surely want to take an attempt or two in these 5 minutes, and who's to bet against them doing so, because they've had all the momentum in these last 30-35 minutes of this game. Ended the first half really strongly as well after going down to that Sunil Chetri goal, hitting the post on 2 occasions at the end of that first half. And then you thought Vineet Venkatesh has doubled that lead, and maybe it's
প্লিজ বন্ধুরা চ্যানেলটাকে একটু সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও আর ভিডিওতে অবশ্যই একটা লাইক করে দিও।
Got back in the game courtesy of penalty. Manveer Singh brought down in the box. Dimitri Petratos making no mistake whatsoever from the penalty spot. And then to level things up at 2-2. Anirudh Thapa with the goal of the tournament, no doubt. Bringing Mohunbagan Super Giant back in this game. Here comes Greg Stewart now, goes long. Jason Cummings making that run. Has 2 defenders for company. It's been all Mohunbagan Super Giant.
5 মিনিট এক্সট্রা টাইম দেওয়া হয়েছে, তার মধ্যে কিন্তু 1.5 মিনিট হয়ে গেল প্রায়।
The Bengaluru FC bench not happy with that challenge coming in from Dipendu. Yellow card also shown in the process. Remember, came on in the first half for Captain Subhashish Bose, who picked up a knee injury. Meanwhile, Shivaldo Singh has gone down, clutching his right foot.
Yeah, substitute Shivaldo Singh there. Looks like he's in a bit of trouble. Obviously, potentially at 2-1 up, you'd see it as an opportunity just to kill the time, kill the clock, wind the clock down. But now at 2-2, it's hugely important the minds start wandering towards penalties, or is there a final twist in this unbelievable semi-final for both sides? I want him trying to take it to penalties. I want him looking for the winner.
It has been a wonderful match, no doubt about it. No matter which team you're supporting, if you're a neutral nonetheless, it's been a wonderful advertisement for Indian football. Both these teams have had their moments in this game. Both these teams have exercised enough control in this game, and we still can't decide who's going to walk away as the winner from this game. We're into 5 minutes of added time, 2 minutes of added time already done. That challenge, of course, by Dipendu Biswas, earning him a yellow card by the referee as well. Remember Mohunbagan Supergiant took part in a penalty shootout in their quarterfinal versus Punjab FC. Vishal Keth, the hero on the night, effecting 2 changes, 2 saves, in the process. And maybe now he's going to be called up yet again, not too far away from it. 4th minute of added time in front of us. Last-ditch effort by Bengaluru FC. Ball put in, it's a good one. Tries to find Mendes, heads it back. Now to Pedro. Here's Holly Sharan. Has space for the shot. Thought about taking that shot. Probably was a little too far away from him. Back to Pedro. Feeble pass. And trying to find Holly Sharan Nasri. Just a minute remaining now at added time. Not too far away from penalty shootouts. Yet another penalty shootout for Mohunbagan Supergiant. They won't be complaining as long as they make it to the final. As long as they can make it 2 in a row as far as the Durand Cup is concerned. 17-time winners of this competition will be hoping to make it number 18. And who's to bet against them? They've got the momentum for them. But meanwhile, Bengaluru FC come at the other end. Holly Sharan Nasri gets a corner, asking for that corner. Not happy with that decision from the linesman. Goal kick to Mohunbagan Supergiant.
Yeah, and as always, when you get to this stage of the game with such little time left, you just think of both teams short of energy and ideas, and just maybe thinking towards what's next, the big moment of penalties, the dreaded way to end any competition. But such a big prize at stake here. It looks like with such limited additional time, with that slight blood injury that we've just seen, there might be an extra minute, but after that, it'll be down to important penalty kicks now.
তো এই মুহূর্তে কিন্তু খেলা সমাপ্ত হয়ে গেল। এবার কিন্তু পেনাল্টি শুটআউটের মধ্যে খেলার নিষ্পত্তি করা হবে।
Last attack, you'd have to say, from Mohunbagan Supergiant's perspective. Greg Stewart on the ball.
সরি ফাউল দেওয়া হয়েছে মোহনবাগানের পক্ষে।
In and around the box. Still in search of that third goal that will give them, of course,
যদিও টাইম কিন্তু কমপ্লিট হয়ে গেছে। দেখা যাক রেফারি কতক্ষণে বলতে বলতেই কিন্তু ম্যাচ রেফারি ফাইনাল হুইসেল বাজিয়ে দিয়েছে।
Which means semi-final number 2 of the Durand Cup is going into a penalty shootout. A second successive penalty shootout for Mohunbagan Supergiant. 2-0 down within the 55th minute of the game, but then came back courtesy some impressive play as far as their attack was concerned. Dimitri Petratos getting that penalty in the 69th minute, and then Anirudh Thapa with the goals of the tournament in the 85th minute. A long-range effort meant that this game is going into a penalty shootout.
Oh, what an incredible game. Incredible stage for it to be played on, and a big prize waiting at the end. Indian Oil 133rd edition of the Durand Cup, the final at stake. We've had an ebbs and flows in this game. We've had complete dominance at one stage from a Bengaluru FC side that were really creative, free-flowing at one point, and pegged back by a Mohunbagan Supergiant side who just never say die attitude, carried them through. They got the equaliser, and they finished the game the strongest. The momentum with them, but who knows, with penalties, it's about clear eyes, putting your hands up, who wants to take them penalties, putting your name out up there on the board to take one, making your decision which way you're going to go, your instruction, and executing your best technical penalty you can.
Yeah, remember, Bengaluru FC have already affected those 5 changes. So the likes of Noguera, there's no Pereira Diaz, there's no Sunil Chetri, there's no Suresh Singh Vanjam to come take those penalties for you. Which means now the onus is on the likes of Rahul Bheke. There's Jovanovic there as far as their experience is concerned. Roshan Singh would be one of those penalty takers as well. You've got Sana, Fanai, Holichar and Nazari, Mendes. Who does he choose? Because as far as mohunbagan is concerned, you've got a host of players to choose from, experienced players to choose from. Petratos is on the field, Craig Stewart is there, Jason Cummings is there, Thapa, Abhishek. So you've got a number of experienced players who've been in these situations in the past to go out there and step up on the line and take those penalties for your team. Make sure you make it to the final of the Durand Cup. Add to that, you've got the experience and, of course, the momentum that Vishal Kath is carrying after the heroics that he showed versus Punjab FC in the quarterfinal before this. It's been a wonderful, wonderful advertisement for Indian football. It's been a brilliant game of football between two top sides of Indian football. Both have had their moments in this game. Yes, mohunbagan Supergiant have definitely ended the game a lot better than Bengaluru FC, but take nothing away from them, who started the game in much better fashion than the green and maroon. Rightfully 2-0 winners, or rather 2-0 lead in the 55th minute, but then after that it was all mohunbagan Supergiants. Couple of their players, of course, Ryan Williams, a handy player down that wing, will not be playing any part in this game. Watching on from the sidelines alongside Darren Caldera. It's a game of nerves now. It's a test of nerves now. It's a test of experience now. It's a test of not letting the occasion get the better of you now. It's the penalty shootout. The penalty shootout to decide who joins Northeast United in the finals of the Durand Cup. Both the captains are out there with the referee, Petratos and Rahul Bheke, to decide who takes that first kick. Of versions, of course, Andy. Lots of people have different ways of going for it. You send your best players in front to give you that deserved lead. Some like keeping your best penalty kicks or takers towards the end of that 5.
I always think get your best takers on first, because you never know how long the penalty shootout's going to go to in terms of the big moment. So try and get one up, get your lead, and you've got something to hold on to and give your keeper the freedom to try and get some saves. Interesting part will be a Bengaluru FC side who have obviously done their homework on mohunbagan Supergiants penalty takers from the previous round, and see how many of them are going to step up. But obviously these players, these goalkeepers know each other's games so well. How well rehearsed are they? How much analysis have they got in terms of the trends of where the players go? These will have taken so many penalties in Indian football now. But do you stick to your guns? Do you change your mind? Do you have your process that you go through?
Yeah, much like you see, whenever that penalty kick, of course, or the penalty shooter is about to start, a bit of a conversation now between the official, the 4th officials, and the dugout of mohunbagan Supergiant, Jose Molina there, talking to the 4th official. Petratos alongside his coach as well, now the main official. The referee has come into that conversation as well. I'm guessing they're talking about who takes that kick first. Still a bit of confusion around that. Both keepers, it's good to see, of course, both these keepers know each other really well, have been around Indian football for a long time. And yet again, it'll fall on their shoulders to decide who helps their team in making that journey into the final of the Durand Cup. It's been a wonderful tournament. It's been a wonderful tournament played across 3 different locations. The final will be played in this very ground as well. Still a bit of confusion now. And I'm guessing that confusion carrying on. The referee deciding, talking to both the goalkeepers. It's always good to take a little more time if there's a bit of confusion out on the field, so that you make that right decision eventually, because there is so much on the line. It is such a high-pressure game. Plus, at stake in the final, a spot to earn another silverware as far as your team is concerned. It'll be interesting to see the five that Bengaluru FC would have chosen. The five designated penalty kickers. Bit more obvious from a mohunbagan super giant perspective. And it looks like mohunbagan super giant will be taking the first penalty in this penalty shootout, and the responsibility will be falling onto the shoulders of Jason Cummings. An experienced campaigner in his second season with the club. Had a good first season, scoring 12 goals in the ISL. Knows a thing or two about finding the back of the net wherever he's played. He's had a long career. In front of him is Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Here's the first penalty kick. The penalty shootout is just about to begin. Jason Cummings versus Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Easy does it. Jason Cummings putting that first penalty in. mohunbagan super giant getting their first penalty of this penalty shootout.
Yeah, measured, calm approach by Jason Cummings. Left foot just opens it up. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, but nice. Controlled start. Not trying to blast it into the back of the net, but just making sure he executes his penalty the way that he practiced.
Now walking to the spot is Mendes. Understandably, good decision taken by Bengaluru FC, sending one of their experienced campaigners first up to take the first spot kick for Bengaluru FC. In front of him, a man who saved 2 spot kicks versus Punjab FC in the quarterfinals, so he's full of confidence, full of momentum. Vishal Keth has had a good game as well. Mendes versus Vishal Keth. Easy goings, easy doing. Yet again, cool, calm, composed from Mendes. It's one apiece in this penalty.
Yeah, mind game started. Vishal Keth fresh off the 2 saves, as you mentioned. Gesturing, giving him some indication where he thinks he's going to go, and he actually went the side that he predicted. But a well-worked penalty. First contact was into that side netting, which is always a good sign.
Up steps Manveer Singh now. It's the second penalty, mohunbagan super giant. Into the top corner, no problem whatsoever. 2-1 to mohunbagan super giant. Manveer Singh buries it from the spot.
Yeah, different to Cummings' penalty. He just went for pace and power right into the roof of the net. Absolutely no chance. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, as you mentioned, national team goalkeeper, all the qualities in the world, but I don't think anyone's going to get to that one. Such a brilliant strike right into the roof of the net. Puts them 2-1 up, obviously, with Bengaluru FC with 1 to play.
Who's come on to take it? It's an experienced man. Rahul Bheke has come on. Back with Bengaluru FC in his second stint. Vishal Keth moving around as much as he can. No problem whatsoever. Experience all over that penalty. So far, both the teams have converted their penalties 2 apiece.
তো পেনাল্টি কিন্তু এর মধ্যে গোল
গোল
কিন্তু দুটো করে হয়ে গেল, আর 3টে করে পেনাল্টি শুটআউট বাকি আছে।
As we say, on par 2-2 at the moment.
Now the onus is on Liston Colasso. He's been in this situation in the past as well. Puts it in. No problem whatsoever. Smashes it into the top right corner. Rightfully applauded by his coach Jose Molina. It's been 100% record for mohunbagan super giant so far.
Yeah, he's a player full of confidence, isn't he? Absolutely no waiting around, no messing around with that routine, just executes, know where he wants to go, got the technical ability to deliver, puts his side 3-2 up.
On comes Pedro Capo. Pedro Capo, composed, cool, calm in the middle. Looking to get that third penalty for Bengaluru FC. No mistake whatsoever. It's been that sort of a penalty shootout. Whoever stepped up to take the penalties for either sides has put out an impressive finish.
Yeah, he's been a leader on the pitch. He's been set a good example.
সবাই একটা করে লাইক
Probably
করে
had
দাও,
a bit of a quieter second half.
প্লিজ
Anyone
সবাই
to
সাবস্ক্রাইব
marshal the
করে
troop
দিও।
well. Good influence to the players, gets his penalty away, can go back, rally the troops, make sure they're ready for the next one that comes their way.
Here comes Petratos. Already got one goal from the spot. Petratos, no problem. Smashes it down to the left corner. Another good penalty for Mohunbagan super giant. Fourth penalty now converted for Mohunbagan.
Yeah, 4 from 4. Already had one in the game, as you said. Chose a slightly different technique this time, took it to the side. Same result, back of the net. 4 from 4. Bengaluru FC, 3 from 3.
Well, yes, this man knows a thing or two as far as experience is concerned. Holicharan Nasri has been around Indian football. Jersey number 19. He misses it. He misses it. Vishal Keth makes yet another save for Mohunbagan super giant. Hear that roar. He knows this occasion and he's risen to that occasion once again.
Yeah, wonderful technique, springs, make sure he doesn't leave his line too early, which can always be the temptation for goalkeepers. Athletic, he's obviously had the success and he's got all the confidence in the world from the last round, from the quarter-final. Puts his team in the advantage, 4-3 up.
Greg Stewart now. If he converts this, Mohunbagan super giant are moving into the final of the Durand Cup. Who would bet against him? In front of him, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. What's in store for us? Oh, he makes a save. What a save! Brilliant save by Gurpreet Singh Sandhu. Diving to his right, keeping Bengaluru FC in the contest.
Big moment, big goalkeeper, incredible. Almost seemed to wait to make the decision of where he was going to go, and then he could spring. Big, massive hand on it. Normally with the power of them, it might still redirect and go into the goal, but it's such a good save. Gurpreet Singh Sandhu just able to push it wide.
Wonderful, wonderful save made by Gurpreet Singh Sandhu using that long frame of his. And now comes Jovanovic. He misses it again. He misses it again. Vishal Keth, the hero, yet again. The second save on the night. The second save on the night means Mohunbagan super giant are travelling to the final of the Durand Cup yet again. A penalty shootout ensuring that Mohunbagan super giant are on the line. And it's that man yet again, Vishal Keth, making 2 saves in the penalty shootout. Bengaluru FC missing from the spot. Jose Molina's teams continues their journey in the Durand Cup. The defending champions march on to the final of the Durand Cup.
Yeah, it's absolute heartbreak for Bengaluru FC. They had the ascendancy in the game, they had all the momentum, but it's Mohunbagan super giants, the one who are celebrating tonight. It's that man again with 2 penalty saves, big moments. He came up with the goods and puts inside into another major tournament trophy final. He'll be ready, and they'll be there ready for the next round, ready to go toe-to-toe again with North East United. What a hero.
What a performance by Vishal Keth, rightfully embraced there by Greg Stewart. Here's a look at that penalty again. Making that right decision. That ball was getting a little away from him, but that right hand of his, that trailing right hand, just about doing enough. Strong right hand, getting the second save for his side in this penalty shootout. It's 2 saves versus Punjab FC in the quarterfinals, and 2 in the semi-finals versus Bengaluru FC. What a star this man is. He's been around Indian football for a long time. And what about Mohunbagan supergiant? The defending champions still on course to win their second consecutive Durand Cup. The Salt Lake Stadium in Kolkata has erupted because 2-0 down within the 55th minute to Bengaluru FC. Mohunbagan supergiant ensured that they did not give up and the fight back continued. That fight back started courtesy Dimitri Petratos getting 1 goal back from the sport, and then Anirudh Thapa scoring one of the goals in the tournament with 5 minutes remaining in this game, making sure the game went into penalty shootouts. And then started the Vishal Kaid's show. He's made a habit of himself. He's made a habit of being the star in these penalty shootouts. He's a special player. Special team. As this team of superstars continues their march on in the Durand Cup.
তো থ্যাংক ইউ বন্ধুরা, ভিডিওটাকে শেষ পর্যন্ত দেখার জন্য থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ, থ্যাংক ইউ। তো মোহনবাগান কিন্তু ফাইনালে প্রবেশ করে গেছে, তাদের প্রতিপক্ষ কিন্তু নর্থ ইস্ট ইউনাইটেড।